Alright, so this is the answers to your homework from 12-3. I started doing it and I thought I might as well film it. So the first one, I did x minus y equals 4. That was the equation they gave me. And what I did was I made y 0 to get the x-intercept, because I want to know what x is for the x-intercept. And if x minus 0 equals 4, x would have to be 4, because 4 minus 0 is 4. So I put a dot at positive 4 on the x-axis. Now I want to find the y-intercept, so I use the same equation, and I make x0 because I want to figure out what y is. And if this says minus y, there's an invisible negative 1 there. So I divided by negative 1 and got y is negative 4. Or if you think 0 minus what equals 4, it would be 0 minus negative 4 equals 4, and then I put a dot at 4. Okay. Number 3, the x-intercept was negative 6, and the y-intercept was negative 4. Okay, now I'm going to move on to number 5. Number 5 is a different kind of problem. It says, write each equation in slope-intercept form, and then find the slope and y-intercept. So I've got my equation 3x equals 9y, and in order for this to be in slope-intercept form, I need y to be alone, and usually it's on the left side. So what I'm going to do first is flip-flop these sides. So I have 9y equals 3x. Okay, and I want to get y alone, so I do that by dividing by 9, because slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, so we want y alone. To do that, we divide by 9 on each side, and we would get y equals 3 divided by 9 is 1/3 x, and then my there's no constant here, so it's invisible 0. Okay? It says, identify the slope and the y-intercept. Slope is m, so my slope is 1/3, and my y-intercept is b, so my y-intercept is 0. It doesn't say to graph it. Alright, number 7. 2x minus 8y equals 32. I need y alone in order to put this in y equals mx plus b. So first thing I'm going to do is move this to the opposite side of the equal sign by doing the inverse. That will become minus 2x. And I'm just going to move this 32 down plus 32. So I just did minus 2x on each side. Alright, I still need to get y alone, and it says minus 8y, so that's a negative 8 if I do the add-on property, which I don't do that, I just keep it minus and realize that it's negative. Alright, so I'm going to divide by negative 8 to get y alone, and then you divide everything on that side by negative 8. Okay, now y is alone, and y equals negative 2 over negative 8 is 1/4. And 32 that's positive divided by negative 8 is negative 4. So if you write minus 4, you could do plus negative 4. So my slope is 1/4, and my y-intercept is negative 4. If I do it that way, it's negative 4. Okay, so that's number 7. Number 9 gives me this equation. And they asked me to graph it for between 0 and 50. I'll do just 0 and 50. So if I put 0 in here, 4.5 times 0 plus 25 is 25. And if I put 50 in here, 4.5 times 50 plus 25 is 750. So if I graph that, I'm not going to graph it exact. I'll do, I only really need the first quadrant, so I would do 0 and then up to 25. But I'm going to, for my inputs, I'll count by 50s. then for my outputs, I'll count by 50s. Okay, so 0 is up to 25, and 50 goes up to 250. So that's my graph. My input is N, which is pounds, and my output is C, which is the charge. Okay, so after that it says, explain the meaning of the slope. The slope right here is 4.5, and that is the 450 additional charge per pound, and then 25 is the initial charge. That's the y-intercept. Okay? Number 11. And this will be the last one I do for homework help. I'll give you all the answers in a second. Okay, number 11, it says, write the equation of the line that passes through each pair of points and slope-intercept form. So 0, 3, and 2, -5. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. So my slope-intercept form is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus y2. So the first thing I want to do is find the slope, so I know what the slope of the line is. So I'm going to do y2 minus y1, so -5 minus 3. Whatever coordinate they give me first, I'm just going to say that's the one, x1, y1, or whatever they say second. I'll make that x2, y2. Alright, -5 minus 3 more is -8, 2 minus 9.
Okay, I made a mistake right here. This should be y2 minus y1, that's correct. But right here, this should be x2 minus x1. So right here, this should be x1. My numbers are correct, but this should be x1 right there.
Is 2. -8 divided by 2 is -4. Now, if you do that part wrong, then your entire problem will be wrong, so make sure that you're taking the time to label this and you're subtracting the y's and the x's. If you don't understand this, then you need to plot these points and find the rise over run that way. Okay, so that's slope. My equation is y equals mx plus b. And what I'm going to do is choose one of these points. It doesn't matter which one. I choose that one. And I'm going to plug in m and x and y into this equation to find the y-intercept so I can write my equation. So y is 3, m is -4, and x is 0, and b is unknown. -4 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus what equals 3? Well, 0 plus 3 equals 3. If I can't tell, then I'll subtract 0 from each side. And 3 minus 0 is 3, so b equals 3. My final answer is to write my equation, y equals mx plus b. M is -4, and b is 3. This is my answer right here. That's the equation in slope-intercept form. I'll do one more like that. I'll do number 23. We've got -1, 1, and 3, -3. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so I'm going to do y2 minus y1, so -3 minus 1, and x2 minus x1, so 3 minus -1. Be careful because you're subtracting in the formula, and that's negative. -4, 4, which equals -1. That's choose one of the points. I just always choose the first one. Okay, y is 1, m is -1, x is -1, b I'm trying to figure out. Alright, -1 times -1 is 1. saying 1 plus what equals 1. I'm going to subtract. Oh, 0. B equals 0. Okay, now I'm going to write my equation. Y equals x plus b. M is negative 1 and b is 0. So my equation is y equals negative 1x plus 0. Or simplified, we don't do the negative 1, we just do negative x. And then if it says plus 0, you just leave that off. This is correct, but this is more simplified. Okay, so that is a rundown of the answers, and then here is all the answers for your homework. Alright. So there is the first part. For your homework, you can pause the video if you need to. I think we went to 25, so there's the rest. Okay, if you have any additional questions, you can ask me during class time or email me during office hours. That is all.